Good afternoon to everyone. And after really long, we are meeting again. So before we go ahead, I just want one confirmation from you. Am I audible and visible to everyone? Am I audible and visible? So just confirm that thing once, and then we are free to go ahead. Let's crack UPSC CSE with India's largest learning platform, that is Unacademy. These are India's top educators who will help you to crack UPSC CSE examination. I'm already one of them. Thank you very much for your love and support. Just give me a second. We will resume the classes in a second. I just need to share it with all the students. Just a minute. आज हम बहुत दिनों बाद YouTube पे क्लास ले रहे हैं और मेरे ब्रांड न्यू लैपटॉप से ये क्लास चल रहा है, तो आई होप कि आप सब लोग इसे एंजॉय करोगे। मैं भी बहुत दिनों बाद YouTube पे क्लास ले रहा हूँ, तो आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू हैव फन, आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू एंजॉय दिस। दैट्स very cool because see, YouTube is different breed. YouTube is awesome. Okay, done. Cool. So yes. So देखिए, what exactly we are doing here. The main purpose of today's class, today's session is that to give you the experience of prelims practice booklet. So for the first time, extending UPSC CSE Prelims practice booklet offer 10,000 plus expert curated questions, 10 printed practice booklet worth 7,500 rupees, and previous year questions. All these things are available in the practice booklet. It is a limited period offer. If you go ahead with the Unacademy subscription of 1 year and above before 30 April, and while doing that, if you use the code SKUS, that is viral code of success, you will get these prelims practice booklets worth 7,500 rupees. Launching prelims practice booklet. So here you can see these are the different subjects and different topics, including science and technology, environment and ecology, geography, history, economy, everything. All the subjects, every subject has, हर एक सब्जेक्ट की अपनी अपनी एक अलग प्रिंटेड प्रीलिम्स प्रैक्टिस बुकलेट है, तो ये आपको मिलेगी। ऑफर इज वैलिड अप टू 30 अप्रैल 2022. It is available on the Iconic as well as Plus subscription 1 year and above. Just ensure that you are using the code SKUS, that is viral code of success, to get Unacademy subscription. Jai Hind, Narsingh Pal Yadav. Let's crack it. Unacademy Prelims Practice MCQ Booklets for UPSC CSE. तो आज हम बात करने वाले साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी की जो बुकलेट्स है, उन बुकलेट्स की कि एग्जैक्टली आपको किस तरह के क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे, किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे। गाइज एक बात याद रखिए, जब भी आप यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स की एग्जामिनेशन देते हो तो प्रैक्टिसिंग एमसीक्यू इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पर्टिकुलरली MCQs of science and technology, environment and ecology. They are very very important and very very crucial. So today I am going to give you a glimpse. Today I am going to give you the basic information about the prelim practice booklet of science and technology. So in this booklet you will get prelims practice booklet with practice questions of 750 plus questions, practice 10,000 plus probable questions for UPSC CSE Prelims examination with Unacademy's Prelims practice booklets. Okay, what is included in the science and technology practice booklet? So you have questions from biotechnology, from health, from nanotechnology, from information communication technology, from space technology, from defense, from energy including nuclear technology, government schemes and policies, recent developments, miscellaneous that includes awards, institutions, physics, chemistry and biology. All these MCQs are available on Unacademy Science and Technology practice booklet. Okay, good afternoon Kunal. So practice 750 plus topic wise questions of science and technology So here I will give you some examples. These are 4 questions that are from the health part. So read question number 1 and I want you to answer the question number 1. Yes, the questions are about pneumonia vaccine. This pneumonia vaccine is developed by, okay, I will not give you any details about the pneumonia vaccine. Please answer it. I am waiting for your answer in the chat window. Okay, Nursing Pal, Kunal and everyone. Come on, like this video, share this video and subscribe to Unacademy channel immediately right now. Okay, चलिए फटाफट आप लोगों को क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 को पढ़ के उसका आंसर देना है. आपको आंसर देते वक्त लिखना है 1 एंड वॉट एवर इज योर आंसर, ए बी और सी, जो भी आपका आंसर होगा. ठीक है, 1 लिखकर उसके आगे अपना आंसर लिखना है. राइट इट डाउन. कुणाल ने आंसर दे दिया है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का. व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? India recently unveiled the first indigenously developed pneumococcal vaccine called Pneumosil. Pneumosil was developed through collaboration with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Hello Abhiraj Kumar. Which of the statement given above is her correct? So in this case guys, the answer, your answer is C. First statement is correct because pneumococcal vaccine, the name of that vaccine is Pneumosil, which is a conjugate vaccine. It is being produced by Serum Institute of India. Serum Institute of India. But the collaboration was with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So second is also correct. First is also correct. I gave you extra information about the conjugate vaccine. Now read the question number 2. With respect to multi-system inflammatory syndrome in which in children, which of the following statements are correct? Yes, read question number 2 carefully and answer it rightly, correctly and perfectly. With respect to multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children. ओके, देखते हैं कितने लोगों ने आंसर दे दिया है इस क्वेश्चन का. चलिए फटाफट आंसर दीजिए. सर, if it is indigenously developed, then how collaboration? Kunal, indigenously developed by India, but with the help of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill and Melinda Gates is not some MNC. It is a anthropological organization. They give economic support, but it is developed within India. Okay, very good. Second के केस में आपका आंसर C बिल्कुल सही है. Both 1 and 2. Your answer is C. It is a hyper-inflammatory condition in children and adolescents. Vomiting, diarrhea, neck pain, rash, and bloodshot eyes are symptoms of this syndrome. Yes, both the statements are correct. Statement 1 is also right and statement 2 is also correct. Okay, so multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children. Which statements are correct? So you guys answered it correctly. Now we are going to the question number 3. Be ready with the answer of question number 3. I will give you the explanation about question number 1, 2 and 3 together. या 1 and 2 का मैं साथ में दूंगा, 3 और 4 का साथ में explanation दिखा दूंगा. What is Candida auris? Are very simple. Very simple, but very most probable question of prelims 2022. What is Candida auris? Please answer question number 3. Is it an asteroid? Is it a man-made mineral? Is it a multi-drug resistant fungus? Or is it a yeast cultivated for food security? Very good, very good. The answer of question number 3 is it is a multi-drug resistant fungus. Okay, Candida auris is a multi-drug resistant fungus. Now I will give you few explanations. Okay, देखो question number 1. Four African and Asian countries, that is India, Nigeria, Democratic Republic of Congo and Pakistan, they account for almost 50% of the world's annual pneumococcal child deaths. India accounts for almost 20% of pneumonia deaths worldwide. Statement 1 is correct. The Serum Institute of India, SII, recently launched the Pneumocil. It is the first indigenously developed pneumococcal vaccine. Till now, India was using the pneumococcal conjugate vaccine (PCV) to curb the pneumonia. The PCV eats almost 50% of the budget assigned for the universal immunization program. Okay, pneumococcal conjugate vaccine. I already told you this Pneumocil is a conjugate vaccine. Statement 2 is correct. Pneumocil was developed through collaboration with the PATH organization and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The DCGI, आपने इसके बारे में भी बहुत सुना होगा हमारे करंट अफेयर में during the COVID vaccine. So has approved the Pneumocil. So though it is developed indigenously, but there was a collaboration between PATH organization and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. These are anthropological organizations. Program for Appropriate Technology in Health, PATH, is an innovative health institution started in 1977 by three courageous researchers. It is a non-profit organization that aims to deliver the resources, expertise and innovations to private industry to improve health for all. So pehla question clear. Why answer is C? Now why answer is C in case of question number 2? The multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, MIS-C, is an uncommon but severe hyperinflammatory syndrome that affects children and adolescents 2 to 6 weeks following infection with COVID-19. It's a potentially fatal disorder in which diverse bodily parts such as lungs, kidneys, brain, heart and skin, eyes or gastrointestinal organs become inflamed. Statement 2 is correct. A fever and numerous other symptoms such as abdominal discomfort, rash, bloodshot eyes or feeling unusually weary, vomiting, diarrhea, pain in neck are common in children with multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, that is MIS-C. Young people with MIS-C syndrome have been found to have neurological abnormalities that are life-threatening, such as strokes or severe encephalopathy. In a recent study, any brain disease that alters brain function or structure, that is miscellaneous C, or multi-system hyperinflammatory syndrome in children. And in case of question number 3, answer is C. A new emerging fungus that is resistant to multiple antifungal drugs, posing grave health threats worldwide. The multi-drug resistant fungus is named Candida auris. Okay, fine. Now you will answer the question number 4 and 5. Then I will give you explanation of question number 4, 5 and 6. Read question number 4. These are some questions from the health section of our prelims practice booklets that we have developed or Unacademy has developed for prelims 2022. Question number 4. Consider the following statements with respect to Ayush 64. What is Ayush 64? Read it carefully. Consider the following statement with respect to Ayush 64. चलिए फटाफट आंसर कीजिए। Okay, that's great. So I hope everyone got the answer. The answer of question number 4 is C. आपके क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 का आंसर आ जाता है सी। ठीक है, पढ़ रहे हो ना आप क्वेश्चन को। अब इसमें देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 का आंसर सी आता है। व्हाई? बिकॉज Ayush 64 is a polyherbal formulation. Yes, it is indeed. It was developed by the Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Science, Ministry of Ayush. Yes, both the statements are correct. So your answer is C, both 1 and 2. Now read question number 5. Very simple single liner, typical question. Question number 5. Yes, what is the answer of question number 5? Everyone will like this video, everyone will share this video, and everyone will subscribe to our Telegram channel, YouTube channel. So आपका आंसर क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का आ जाता है। जैसे आपने 4 का आंसर दिया वैसे फटाफट क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का आंसर दे दो। द आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 इज डी। They are asking you which of the following are essential factors for blood coagulation in humans. Vitamin K is needed for blood coagulation. Calcium ions are needed for blood coagulation, and Christmas factor is also needed for blood coagulation. That's why your answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. I will show you the explanation. See, in case of question number 4, the researchers from one of the respected research institutions of India have stated that the Ayush 64 is useful in the treatment of mild, moderate and asymptomatic COVID-19 infection as an aid to the typical care. So again this question is from the COVID part. And remember, in 2022 preliminary examination, questions on COVID are very common. Most probable कि COVID पे बहुत सारे question आएंगे. तो Ayush 64 is an aid for traditional allopathic medicine. 1 and 2 are correct. Ayush 64 is a polyherbal formulation. It was developed by the Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, CCRAS, Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Sova Rigpa and Homeopathy. Additional information, Ayush 64 drug was initially developed in the year 1980 for the treatment of malaria. Now it is repurposed for the treatment of COVID-19. The drug has various components like aqueous rhizome extract, Picrorhiza pura, aqueous extract of the whole plant, Svertia chirata, aqueous bark extract, and fine powdered seed pulp. The drug was scientifically developed, safe, extensively studied, and an effective Ayurveda formulation. The National Clinical Management Protocol, which is based on Ayurveda and Yoga, also recommends this medicine. The recommendation has been checked and approved by the National Task Force on COVID-19, Management of Indian Council of Research, Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR ने इसे अप्रूव किया है। जो आपका क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 था उसका आंसर डी था, बिकॉज according to physiology experts, blood coagulation entails the entire process through which the formation of a blood clot takes place, through which the formation of a blood clot takes place. The blood clot is formed to stop the process of blood loss from a ruptured vessel in the body. Vitamin K is essential for the synthesis. Along with vitamin K, there are several blood clotting factors like prothrombin, and 7, 9 and 10 factors are also required. So sir, do we have to remember these components also? Not really, you need not to remember these components, but yes, definitely you need to remember. At least you need to go through them, so that in case they ask you this in your preliminary examination, you should be able to answer them, because they are important. Okay, no need to remember all the components, but yes, definitely try to go through them once, and that will help you in prelims. Fine. So what are the 13 blood clotting factors? 13 blood clotting factors are factor 1 fibrinogen, factor 2 prothrombin, factor 3 tissue thromboplastin, factor 4 calcium ions, factor 5 labile factor or proaxilirine, factor 6 stable factor, factor 8 एंटी हीमोफिलिक फैक्टर. इसी फैक्टर, अगर ये फैक्टर absent हो ना, तो आपको हो जाता है हीमोफीलिया, which is a bleeding disorder. देन फैक्टर 9 क्रिसमस फैक्टर जो हमारे क्वेश्चन में था, फैक्टर 10 स्टुअर्ट पावर फैक्टर, फैक्टर 11 प्लाज्मा थ्रोम्बिन एंटीसीडेंट, फैक्टर 12 H man factor, and factor 13 fibrin stabilizing factor. So these are the different factors that are responsible for the blood clotting. To yes, vitamin K is needed for blood clotting, calcium ions are needed for blood clotting, and Christmas factor is also responsible for blood clotting. We are going to question number 6. Come on, read question number 6 carefully and answer it. यस, चलिए आंसर कीजिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का इमीडिएटली, और सही से आपको आंसर करना है विदाउट एनी मिस्टेक. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, चलो. चलिए मैं बता दूं आंसर क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का. यस, द आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 इज A. 1 and 2 only, third is not correct. Why? Just check out the explanation. WHO certification scheme is a recommendation for the regulatory authorities of the WHO member countries to harmonize and make easy the administrative and documentation requirements for import and export of drugs. Statement 1 is correct. The WHO certification scheme is for finished pharmaceutical products. Statement 2 is correct. The manufacturing facilities and operations conform to good manufacturing practices or GMP as recommended by the WHO. GMP is a system for ensuring that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standards. It is a voluntary agreement among various countries. A specific pharmaceutical product is authorized for marketing in the certifying countries. Recently, Maharashtra state government has announced that sale of Coronil will not be allowed in the state without proper certification from competent health organizations like WHO, IMA and others. So here you can see it is a mandatory agreement among various countries. No, it is a voluntary agreement. Instead of mandatory, what should be here? It should be voluntary. Here you need the word voluntary agreement. Fine. Okay, so these are 6 questions from the health section. In the same way, in our prelims practice booklet, you will find questions from the space technology as well. Read question number 1 carefully and be ready with your answer. I am giving you time to read question number 1. सो दे दिया सभी ने आंसर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का. The question: consider the following statements regarding the European Southern Observatory. The question: European Southern Observatory, very large telescope जिसे हम कहते हैं VLT. Very good. कुणाल ने आंसर दे दिया है A, but answer is C. कुणाल, both 1 and 2. Very large telescope. Answer is C. Recently, the astronomers have discovered the most distant radio loud quasar with the help of VLT. It is located at Paranal Observatory in the Atacama Desert of Chile. Which of the statement given above is are correct? Both the statements are correct. Okay. Read question number 2. Heavenly harmony. What exactly heavenly harmony is? Question number 2 read कीजिए and answer कीजिए. Single liner है, but it is most important or most probable question of prelims. Question number 2. The heavenly harmony. Answer of question number 2 is, okay, I am giving you the answer. Answer of question number 2 is A. इसी को हमने हेवनली, इसी को ना हेवनली पैलेस भी कहते हैं. कैन यू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ चाइना स्पेस स्टेशन? चाइना के स्पेस स्टेशन का नाम बता सकते हो क्या आप लोग मुझे? चलिए बताइए तो, चाइना के स्पेस स्टेशन का नाम. देखिए, चैंग 5 इज द मून मिशन ऑफ चाइना. उसी तरह तियानवेन 1 इज द स्पेस स्टेशन ऑफ चाइना. If ISS International Space Station retires in 2024, whose life was extended by NASA till 2031, if it retires, there will be no space station in the space except the space station of China. So remember, Heavenly Harmony or Tianwen 1. Tianwen 1. You can also call this Tianwen 1. Okay. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 पे आइए. NGTS 4B. It is related to. NGTS 4B is related to what? चलो अर्जुन आंसर करो क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 का. ओके फाइन गाइज, आई एम सेइंग द आंसर. आई होप आप सभी ने आंसर के साथ आप रेडी हो. तो इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर आता है NGTS का. NGTS 4B, इट इज एन एक्सोप्लैनेट that is discovered in the Neptunian desert. I will explain you in detail. अब एक बार बस क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 का आप आंसर करो. चलो. To stay over the same location on the earth, geostationary satellites are placed nearly above the. चलो प्रियांशी राजपूत, कुणाल, वेरी गुड. द आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 कुणाल ने दे दिया. आंसर इज actually equator, not north or south pole. Geostationary satellite are launched in geostationary orbit. I will explain you what is geostationary orbit. Any orbit that fulfills following criteria, we call that geostationary orbit. What is the criteria? Criteria is, number 1, height should be 36,000 kilometer. Number 2, it should be circular. Number 3, it should be above equator. एंड और इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन कहा जाता है उसे. एंड नंबर 4, it should be geosynchronous. So to stay over the same location on the earth, geostationary satellites are placed nearly above the equator. Your answer is C. Fine. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 पढ़ लीजिए. Consider the following statements. Consider the following statements regarding the dark matter. It had a strong influence on the structure and evolution of the universe. It is considered as an antimatter. चलो बात आंसर कीजिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का इमीडिएटली. द क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट डार्क मैटर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. Question number 5. Consider the following statements regarding the dark matter. It had a strong influence on the structure and evolution of the universe. It is considered as an antimatter. Which of the statement given above is are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Which statement is correct? So in this case, guys, as your answer says, your answer of question number 5 is, दे दिया आप लोगों ने आंसर. द आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 इज ए, 1 ओनली. देखिए आपको ना 3 तरह के मैटर्स मिलेंगे. देयर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ मैटर. नॉर्मल मैटर, that is visible to you and me, we call that baryonic matter. Then antimatter, that is exactly opposite of baryonic matter. And dark matter. Okay, so matter, antimatter and dark matter, these are the 3 things that are present, that are there. So dark matter is different and antimatter is different. We cannot consider dark matter as an antimatter. They are completely different. We actually know very few things or very few details about dark matter, but we do know all the details of antimatter. तो आपका आंसर यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? A, 1 only आ गया. It had a strong influence on the structure and evolution of the universe. तो आप देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का आंसर C आता है. Why? According to the European Southern Observatory, Very Large Telescope is the world's most advanced optical telescope. It is an international team of astrophysicists has recently revealed the most distance radio loud quasar with the help of Very Large Telescope. The Very Large Telescope is a telescope that functions under the aegis of European Southern Observatory. Second is correct. The Very Large Telescope used to observe the quasar P172 plus 18 is located at Paranal Observatory in the Atacama Desert of northern Chile. The 4-unit telescopes use the 8.2 meter mirrors. With the help of only one of these apparatuses, we can see objects that are 4 billion times fainter than what can be seen with naked eyes. So that's why both the statements in question number 1 were correct. Question number 2, answer is A, because over the past decade, China has launched 2 experimental modules to test its capabilities to place a permanent space station. Tiangong 1 भी कहते हैं उसे, which means Heavenly Palace 1, was burned up and abandoned during an accident in which it lost track of its orbit. Then China launched Tiangong 2, which was the successor of Tiangong 1. It was placed successfully in its orbit in 2018. In the early 1990s, as China's space program gained momentum, it began groundworks for a space station. The key module of China's permanent space station has been launched. It will be the very first space station of China. In this space station, astronauts will stay for longer periods. The Heavenly Harmony module or Tianhe was burned into space, which was launched on top of the Long March 5B rocket. So this was launched on the Long March 5B rocket. Okay. ये भी आपको प्रीलिम के लिए याद रखना है, जैसे PSLV, GSLV, these are the launch vehicles of ISRO. Falcon is the launch vehicle of SpaceX. New Shepard is the launch vehicle of your what we call that Blue Origin, and Long March is a launch vehicle of China. It was launched from the launch center at Wenchang, situated in the southern island province of Henan, China. It started the first of the total 11 missions necessary to comprehensively finish the station by the end of next year. So that's why second का answer A था. Third का answer B है, because NGTS-4B, nicknamed the Forbidden Planet, is smaller than Neptune but 3 times the size of Earth. It is the first exoplanet of its kind to have been found in the Neptunian desert. Here the meaning of Neptunian desert is like a region where you don't find any life, but in the space, not on some planet. NGTS-4B was discovered using the Next Generation Transit Survey (NGTS) facility, designed to search for transiting planets around bright stars. The facility is situated at ESO's Paranal Observatory in the Atacama Desert, Chile. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 का आंसर सी क्यों है, ये भी मैंने आपको बता दिया है. वैसे सी, Generally, the communication satellites are placed in the geostationary orbit, which is at a height of 35,785 km, approximately 36,000 km. They are situated directly above the equator. This is done so that the satellite remains stationary with respect to the observer on ground. This is the reason the antennas of satellite dish can be pointed towards a fixed direction in the sky and do not require them to move continuously. At the equator, the constant gravitational force acts on the satellite from all directions. At other latitudes, the bulge at the center of the Earth would pull the satellite towards the Earth. Additional information: a communication satellite amplifies and relays the signals of radio telecommunication with the help of the transponder. It is an artificial satellite. With the help of a communication satellite, a communication channel is established between receiver and source transmitter. The receiver is located at different locations on Earth. You call that mobile tower. They are widely used in the telephone, radio, internet, television and military. अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का आंसर हमने आपको बताया था. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज नॉट करेक्ट. Why first statement is correct? Dark matter is a type of matter. It is believed that almost 85% of all the matter in the universe is dark matter. Its presence was proved in various astrophysical observations. Gravitational effects, which cannot be clearly described by other general theories of gravity, can be explained with the acceptance of the presence of more matter, that is dark matter. मतलब हमारे यूनिवर्स का जो ग्रेविटेशनल पुल है ना, या हमारे यूनिवर्स की जो ग्रेविटी है, वो ग्रेविटी उतनी नहीं है अगर आपके पास डार्क मैटर नहीं है. तो डार्क मैटर होगा तो ही इतनी ग्रेविटी का हम लॉजिक समझ सकते हैं. तो इसलिए हम कहते हैं कि नॉर्मल मैटर जो हमें विजिबल है उससे इतनी ग्रेविटी तो नहीं आएगी. तो ज्यादा ग्रेविटी किसकी वजह से? तो more gravity is because of the presence of dark matter. More gravity is because of the presence of dark matter. This is the reason scientists think that dark matter is present in abundance in the universe. Dark matter has a strong influence on the evolution of the universe and its present structure. Why second statement is not correct? Dark matter is not an antimatter because it does not show unique gamma rays that are produced when antimatter annihilates with matter. तो जब antimatter और matter एक दूसरे से कोलाइड करते तो उससे इमिट होते gamma rays. ऐसा कोई भी रे डार्क मैटर रिलीज नहीं करता. तो ऑब्वियसली डार्क मैटर इज नॉट एंटीमैटर. Dark matter does not interact with the electromagnetic field. That's why it is called dark. Dark matter does not reflect, absorb or emit electromagnetic radiation. This is the reason it is very hard to spot. Some computations show that many galaxies would fly apart or not have formed at all or would not move as they do if they do not hold a large amount of hidden matter inside them. This makes the primary evidence for the existence of dark matter. ठीक है? Hope you got it. Question number 5. चलिए अब question number 6 और 7 आंसर कीजिए. Then I will go to the explanation part of these two questions, question number 6 and question number 7. Is it still lagging and buffering? I got it. Why it is happening? Just give me a second. Our problem will be resolved. Is it lagging now? चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का आपको आंसर देना है. Question number 6. Read it. Consider the following statements about the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System or IRNSS. India became the 4th country in the world to have its independent regional navigation satellite system recognized by the IMO. It will replace GPS in the Indian Ocean, extending up to